Okay, so you might be thinking about starting some coaching lessons with RSD, or you maybe want to work with them. You watch a lot of the videos and stuff and you wonder, is it actually working? Is what they're talking about actually helpful? I used to actually work for them. I worked for them for over a year. I did a good period of time where I did free interning, and then eventually I moved into paid coaching with the immersion program. I did it with Todd, I did it with Luke, Madison, I did it with Max. I worked with a lot of the RSD instructors and I gamed with a lot of them. So when it comes to whether or not they actually have the goods, I think I have the answer.
Yeah, I confess, Father, I confess, 'cause I've been living wrong.
Okay, now RSD as a company is, for the most part, it's a great company. Tyler is fucking sick. I lived with him in the RSD mansion for a couple weeks, and he is so fucking nice. He's incredible to me and my friends. When we came down there and we're working with Julian, it was pretty sick. Whether or not his game is good, I heard great things. I heard that he has an awesome game. I personally haven't seen it, so I'm not gonna say anything about it. I assume that he's pretty good. Now, as for the other coaches, some of them are good, some of them are great, some of them are amazing, some of them are pretty shitty. Like, I'm not gonna lie, there were some guys in that coach currently for RSD that suck. And then there's some guys that fucking blow my mind. If you're looking to do a boot camp, who should you go with and who should you avoid? Now, firstly, I did work for the immersion program. Currently, I would say don't work for it. Now, the guy's running it is Luke. Luke was one of the big guys that worked around a lot. He is... Alright, so when he first came onto the scene, first they were talking about Michael Sartain probably taking the position of immersion. Sartain told RSD that Luke was legit and he was awesome and he'd be able to help us out. And we needed somebody to take over the coaching position, so he took it over. Now, when Luke came on the scene, things were a little bit difficult. Like, he kept saying stuff that didn't make sense. I honestly was skeptical of a lot of the things he kept telling students to do, but I was like, whatever. So I tried out. But yeah, Luke has terrible cold approach game, like god awful. Like it's sickening, and he doesn't care about any of the students on boot camp. I don't know. I talked to him for a long time. I kept trying to get him to approach people. So I would grab girls like inside a club, bring them over to Luke and shit. Luke would get mad at me, or like this went on for like maybe 6 months of me working with him where he would never approach a girl. At the other end of the spectrum, Julian. I gamed with Julian for like a week or two. That motherfucker is intensely sick. He's a great fucking dude. He's awesome. His game is incredible. When you game around him, your game actually goes up like 3 to 5 points. It took me like a month before like a lot of the stuff he did and said to me actually kind of sunk in and made me a lot better. That was, out of all the coaches I've ever gamed with, his game actually put me to another level, like the quickest, the most efficiently. Like, he's a great coach. Go with him if you guys have a choice. Now, another great coach that I really love is Madison. Madison is sick. Madison is a good dude, and he legitimately does get some amazingly hot girls. Like, he has some good game. He generally goes for 10s, and he's just very relaxed. He's kind of like the way that Todd is. Like, Todd has like very normal game. Madison has very normal game. Like, when you go and talk to him, it's something that most people can just take in, and like you can do it like instantly, like the stuff that he says. As opposed to maybe Julian, who's doing all this fucking advanced crazy shit that like you see it and you're like, how the fuck did he do that? Madison just does shit that's very like normal. Jeff, and I heard some bad shit about him. I've only talked to him a few times, but I heard that he has a tendency to shoot videos on boot camps instead of like shooting in field, instead of actually coaching. And unless you actually bring it to him, hey, I want to actually get coached, he won't actually coach you. So I don't suggest doing it with him. Max is probably the newest to the bunch, but he grew so much. So when I first gamed with him, I wasn't really too impressed, but after maybe a year of him just going hard, fucking like his game went through the roof. His game's probably on par with Julian by this point. He's pretty good. If you have a choice, go with Max as well. Now, last but not least, I did game with Todd before he got kind of canned, which RSD was kind of shitty towards him. I heard a lot of different shit, but the way that they treat coaches once they decide they don't want to work with RSD anymore and they just try to make him disappear is kind of shitty of them. Todd is how games should look. Like, if you were to like be like, hey, I wonder what, you know, like strategically most adaptable kind of game that most people can take on, Todd has it. Todd is good. He knows what he's talking about. Todd is legit. He has, supposedly, from what he kept telling me, what others kept telling me, the biggest rotation out of everybody, second to Jeff. Actually, I forgot one person. Derek. Derek is awesome. Derek is like, Derek is totally the Terminator of like the RSD crew. He taught most of the instructors. He taught Julian, he taught Brad when Brad was there. He is sick. He has like amazing game. And if you want somebody who's intense and fucking killing it at life as well, you talk to Derek. Derek will teach you everything you know about life, money, girls. Like, he has it all. He's like fucking 45 now or something like that. I can't remember. Like, I'm bad with math, so I'm not gonna try. And he's still dating like 21-year-old dime pieces. That guy is sick. Go with him as well. Alright guys, with that being said, peace out.
Hello fuckfaces, please do not forget to subscribe. If you do not, we will assume you are a Nazi sympathizer and will thus be exterminated. Choose wisely.
Hi, my name is